week. French police officials now say as many as 6 members of a terror cell may still be on the loose. That word came today as police and troops spread out in the wake of last week's bloodshed in Paris. Guns at the ready and eyes on the streets. Security forces kept close watch as parents dropped off children at Jewish schools in Paris this morning. They were among nearly 15,000 police and soldiers dispatched to beef up security across France.
We are going to be very cautious, but we will open the school as usual. We are going to teach as usual. We will behave as usual, because that's the best way to resist.
Last week's terror attacks left 17 people dead, including 4 at a kosher grocery store on Friday. A Muslim employee there helped save 15 others, but he says police first thought he was a terrorist too.
Yes, they did. When I emerged, they told me to put my hands on my head and to lie on the ground. I panicked. There were lots of people and a lot of shouting.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Manuel Valls told BFM-TV today that the manhunt for accomplices continues. One may have helped post this video on Sunday, recorded earlier by Amedy Coulibaly. He was the gunman at the Jewish grocery and had also killed a French policewoman. In the message, he pledged allegiance to the Islamic State group.
What we are doing is totally legitimate, given what they are doing. One can't attack and get nothing in return.
Coulibaly died when police stormed the grocery, but the hunt for his fugitive wife, Hayat Boumediene, came up empty. Newly released security camera video showed her arriving with a male companion in Istanbul, Turkey on January 2nd. Turkey's interior minister said today there had been no reason to stop her.
There was no notice from France on this person stating that she is dangerous and she should be banned from entering the country. Therefore, there isn't a specific entry ban on this person.
There was no ban on her exit either. Turkish officials now say she crossed into Syria last Thursday, one day after 12 people were shot dead at Charlie Hebdo, a satirical Paris newspaper. The gunmen there, brothers Saeed and Sharif Kouachi, had known her husband since 2005. They too died in a police shootout on Friday. The week of terror brought out well over 1 million people in Paris on Sunday for a march of unity that featured a number of world leaders. The American ambassador to France, Jane Hartley, represented the United States, but the administration suffered withering criticism for failing to send anyone of higher rank. White House spokesman Josh Earnest conceded today that was a mistake.
Some have asked whether or not the United States should have sent someone with a higher profile than the ambassador to France. And I think it's fair to say that we should have sent someone with a higher profile to be there.
Secretary of State John Kerry will travel to Paris on Friday. The White House plans a summit on how to counter violent extremism next month. And we'll get an update on the link between the Paris attacks and Yemen after the news summary.